Hello everyone and happy Monday to you all. Welcome to the G Sport Live Show. I'm your host Celine Abrahams and I'm super excited to be with you on this Monday evening. It is a special day for us because we are announcing our Newsmakers for the month of May. Our South African women in sport have been dominating headlines across the globe, and it is only befitting that we celebrate them in the show tonight. So before I give away too much information and reveal the names to you, here's your top 10 hashtag Gal 2022 May Newsmakers. Well done, ladies. We know that your achievements will inspire the next generation of upcoming South African women in sports stars. So earlier today, I caught up with Tasha Mentasti, who is part of the main Newsmakers list, to talk about her inclusion and what it means to have the Newsmakers list and the impact that it will have on closing the visibility gap in women's sports. Tasha, congratulations. How does it feel to be one of the 10 hashtag Gal 2022 May Newsmakers?
Oh, it's such a good feeling. Yeah, I've supported G Sport and what you ladies are doing for us ladies for a long time, and to be recognized is just an honor. And I'm really grateful for the awareness that you're creating around surfing, and especially women in the sport of surfing. So thank you.
Let's talk about your achievement, which grabbed headlines. I mean, you are the first woman globally to be appointed a national junior surf team head coach. What does it mean to be shattering barriers?
Yeah, it's. I was actually quite nervous when I first got appointed and put a lot of pressure on myself to achieve massive results. But it's an honor. But most importantly, it's the start of change and positive change within the sport of surfing. And I hope to be able to utilize this appointment and create more opportunity for other female coaches to get more into a high performance surfing arena and just grow the technical side of the sport as well.
And as they say, Tasha, you can't be what you can't see. So surely your appointment helps to close that visibility gap.
Yes, it really, really does. It's been an amazing experience. I can't say that I haven't done it without my male allies. And I'm really, really grateful for all the support behind the scenes, all the support from home. And you know, I've worked with some incredible coaches over the years, and I've just taken what I've gained and learned from them as an athlete, and I've started pushing it into the athletes that I'm working with. So yeah, I'm really stoked, as us surfers say, and I'm looking forward to the future. I can't wait to see what happens.
We can't wait as well. So, Tasha, just in your opinion, why is increased media coverage important just to the growth of women's sports?
Oh, it's exceptionally important to create awareness and to highlight what women are achieving in sport is important. And the reason being is, especially with sports that are very male dominated, we need to start sharing stories and showcasing that as women, we are just as competent as men to take on these roles behind the scenes, the technical roles, the coaching roles, and also leading sports in various countries around the world. So it's important, and it's important to have someone like G Sport supporting us and showcasing what we're doing and creating awareness around it and being able to share stories. It's given me so much hope to listen and read and watch what women in South Africa are doing in various sports, and that's definitely been a big inspiration for my career as well, to know that I am competent enough, I am able to do this, and I am able to help make a change in the sport of surfing.
Certainly. And what do you make of the Newsmakers initiative that G Sport has and just its impact?
Well, it's had a massive impact already personally for me, but I think that it's a great platform to be able to highlight what us ladies are doing. And as we all know, we're involved with sport because we're passionate about that sport. We're involved for the love of the game. We're involved because of what that sport has given us over the years. So to be able to highlight some of our achievements, because this hasn't happened overnight. This is 20 years in the making. And to be able to have someone that supports us and is willing to share our stories and highlight and create awareness around what we are doing, I'm just really, really grateful. And I cannot thank G Sport enough for this initiative, and for how you're supporting all us ladies. Thank you.
Thank you, Tasha. We just also really appreciate, the feedback that we get from everyone else. And before I let you go, what do you want to achieve in your latest role to leave a lasting legacy?
We only finished the contest yesterday, so I haven't had time to reflect. But I think as a legacy that I would like to leave, I've always felt that one of my roles is to impart all the knowledge that I've gained over the years, and I really would like to see more women, younger women, and women of color involved in the sport of surfing. And I would love to help lead that development and transformation, and start seeing a more diverse coaching background, not just in South Africa, but globally. So really to impart my knowledge, share, educate, and uplift women of any race, to be able to give back to the sport that they love so much. So I'm looking forward to the future, and I know that we have got some incredible talent in this country, and I look forward to working with people who are passionate about the sport of surfing and want to see it shine.
Definitely. And we can't wait, just to see what is coming in the future. And especially for you and your career, we are so inspired by your story. And we hope that younger girls actually look up and can see that, any role is attainable in their career. So thank you once again, Tasha, for making time for us. And I know it's still early in the morning for you, but thank you so much. Well done, ladies. We know that your achievements will inspire the next generation of upcoming South African women in sports stars. So earlier today, I caught up with Tasha Mentasti, who is part of the main Newsmakers list, to talk about her inclusion and what it means to have the Newsmakers list and the impact that it will have on closing the visibility gap in women's sport. Well done, ladies. We know Wonderful insight shared by Ashley. Thank you so much. Now on to the big interview. G-Sport founder Kass Naidoo caught up with Banyana and Mamelodi Sundowns ladies goalkeeper Andile Dlamini. Andile has been breaking boundaries across the continent, and it was super exciting to have her on our show. We hope that you enjoy this interview.
Hello and welcome to another big interview on G Sport. Today is a really special one. She's one of the most astute leaders in South African sport. She's got a fun side to her as well. And one of the great things you know about her is whenever she's representing whatever team she plays for, she always gives her best. I'm talking about Mamelodi Sundowns' #1 goalkeeper, Andile Dlamini. Andile, welcome. It's good to have you on the show.
It's good to be invited. It feels amazing. Thank you so much.
When I think of you, I always think of someone who is just so fun, but at the same time so serious. Have I summed you up well?
Yeah, you did. You did. That's me. That's me correctly. I am fun. I have my moments, but when I'm on the field of play, it's beast mode. I have to do what I have to do, because there's a reason behind me pushing super hard. I play and I always look at a picture, and that picture always reminds me of how hard I need to work, which is my family. I live for them. I work extremely hard for them, and I think they are a part of why I take everything I do seriously. And obviously I also want a better living for my siblings. A lot of people don't know how hard I have had it in my life, and yes, I pull the smile, and I always try and motivate young ones and those that are not highly motivated, because I know how hard it is for someone to be in the dark, and I know how hard it is for people to get love, and especially in our industry, it's very, very hard for people to just give love, and honestly speaking, there's a reason why I smile, and there's a reason why I am too serious. So those are the reasons.
And I think it sums it up well, just what women in sport actually goes through. You've given a lot over a number of years, but it has come to a very exciting time, hasn't it, where you can become a global star as a women's sports, a women's footballer. You can do whatever you want to do from a women's sport perspective, but you put in the hard yards, and that speaks to true leadership. What is your advice to aspiring sports stars coming up the ladder about the hard work that you need to put in?
Firstly, the advice I would give the young ones is just to be true to themselves, and also strive to do better. You will get people who try and break you down. Don't allow them. They are there. I promise you, they are there. You just have to be extremely, extremely strong for yourself, extremely strong for what you want. You need to work extremely hard. When you want something, you need to do things, extra jobs, like extra training, when people are not watching. Because in life, nothing comes easy. You need to be on top of your game, because someone else is pushing to be where you're at. So you need to be 10 times fitter, all the time, and concentrated. It's never easy. When I say it's never easy, you need to be mentally strong. Game of football is not easy. It needs you as an individual to be extremely strong, especially if you have worked extremely hard and then you move up and you have to become a leader, or you have to then at times you give love, sometimes you want love yourself, but it's just too crowded, so you need to be able to find a spot where you are extremely happy so that you can come back and be yourself. So I'm not gonna lie to you and say it is a nice journey. It's not a nice journey. You just have to work extremely hard. You just need to be positive at all times, because mental health is really, really important for athletes. It's something that touches me a lot, because I almost sank in and I almost gave up. In the past few weeks, I almost gave up on myself, and I told myself, oh no, you need to be strong here so you can continue being an inspiration to a lot of girls in South Africa, because not everyone sees you as a monster. Other people see you as an inspiration and as someone that's extremely, extremely positive.
You are an inspiration, and it's great to see how young girls all want to be you. They want to be able to be an ambassador like you. How do you see yourself as an ambassador of sport? If you had to sum yourself up in a nutshell, why brands have a look at you? Why personal sponsors are coming after you? What do they see in you?
Firstly, I'm a bubbly person. I think I interact well with a whole lot of people, and I relate to hundreds of people. I can walk into a room filled with people whom are maybe coming from a rural area, and I still can relate to them. And I can walk in a room filled with people, business people, and I still can relate to them. And at times, I think it's the personality. It's the way Andile addresses herself, and that's important, because you can't just walk out of your room looking like a mess if you want to be taken seriously. I also think that is also why they look at me and they see this young girl who is an inspiration to a lot of young girls and boys. I think also the willingness to want to change how women are seen in Africa. I think they see that through my eyes. I don't know, or through the way I talk, through the way I address myself, the passion that I have for the game of sports. I don't only play football. I also do my coaching badges so that I can also be involved in football after my playing career. Also, I'm a musician, so they see all these things that drive me. I'm a motivational speaker. They see all these things. I'm a sports analyst, so they're like, okay, she's driven. She's trying each and everything so that she actually will find out where she belongs, and I belong to anything that I put my mind to. So I think that's why they want to align themselves with me, and I appreciate them, appreciating me for who I am and for wanting to be part of my life, because not only are they making the brand bigger, but also changing my life, because them being a part of me, it's them helping the people that I support. So I appreciate each and everyone that wants to support Andile Dlamini, and I'm thankful.
I like how you've got your life in context. You also know where you want to go. You're equipping yourself. It's so important to see that. And I think we're seeing that more and more in women's sport. Women are getting degrees, they're getting diplomas, they're getting coaching badges. They're also winning gold medals at the same time. It's almost that super women kind of era that we're living in at the moment. Who are the role models? Who are the women that inspired you as leaders along the way, along your journey?
Firstly, my mom. I'll place her here because she's a leader. She took us under her wing when she had her divorce, and it was a very terrible one. So she just took us under her wing, and she was like, I'm not leaving my kids. I'm taking my kids. Whether I am working or I am not working, I am taking my kids. And that, for me, is a true leader, someone who made Andile Dlamini and never gave up on her child, and taught us responsibilities and taught us how to address ourselves and to also speak our truth, because it is important. When you hold on to lies at times, it gets with you. So you need to speak your truth as an individual. And my mom taught me that quite well. And also my stepdad is also my leader. He came in my life and taught me morals. He taught me how well I should address myself in public. How I need, a simple buying of cologne for your child, that can make your child have a lot of confidence. It can boost your child's confidence, because when they walk out, they don't smell the same. They smell different, and that gives them confidence. So he came in my life and did that. Amanda Dlamini is one of my role models. Why? She is somebody whom, told me to be in the right direction at all times. When I wanted to shift away, she would pull me back. And I appreciate her for each and everything that she has taught me. She has taught me a whole lot of things. She has taught me to be grounded and to rather speak my truth, and in a proper way, in a proper way where one can receive, and they can also try and change. If it's something bad or if it's something good, they can also try and take, and appreciate whatever that I say. So Amanda Dlamini is, she sums up everything, especially in football. And I'm glad and I'm grateful that I met a human being like her, and that I've played with her, and I've seen how much she has put in the game, and how much she left everything on the field of play. That for me is something that I can never change. So Thokozile Mdaweni is one of them. She inspired me, especially in the goalkeeping department. She groomed me. She gave me tough love. She told me nothing is easy, especially if you're a goalkeeper. You need to be able to hold disappointments, and sometimes you're carrying the whole team. If the ball goes in, who was the last person to see it? It's you. So you need to be strong. You need to be mentally strong, and Posha Modise. Why Posha Modise? Because she was an inspiration to all the young ones. She was the inspiration to all the young ones. And she made us believe in women's football as kids, that, there's a girl that's playing football. Oh, who is she? Posha Modise, Otherwise, Coach Desiree Ellis, I'm going to put her here because she has worked extremely hard, and she has made sure that each and every individual is seen for who they are, and I'm one of them. Yeah, she gave me an opportunity, and she trusted me, and I'm here today because of her kind words, her telling me how hard I need to work for me to be playing. You need something like that. You need a coach like that to tell you this is what you need to do for you to be at the top level. Coach Tina Sonkembuli is also one of them. Someone who told me to be true to my strength. She told me how I need to work on my strength even more, not neglect my strength, and I appreciate her for that. I could mention a whole lot, Refile Jane, I could mention Tembi Khatlani. They inspire me a lot. And with Tembi Khatlani, I love the fact that as young as she is, she wants to see everyone in her surroundings succeed. And I would post a video of myself training, and she would be like, okay, maybe next time you can try this and this and that. And for me, that's power. That's someone who wants to see her teammates strive even higher, and I appreciate that. Why Refile Jani in this list? Because one of the calmest people, but strong. She will come in a room and you would think, oh my God, this is a shy girl. But when she starts speaking, you hear power, you hear, I love how she addresses herself and how she is as a human being and what she takes out of her mouth. She is very powerful. You know, she chooses moments of when to speak and when not to, and that's powerful.
All the women you've mentioned, we have told their stories on G Sports. I've got goosebumps. Every time you've mentioned a name, I'm like, we've told their story. How impactful has G Sport been in sharing your story, in helping you elevate your brand in the online space?
Firstly, when the first time when I saw my picture and on G Sport, you know, as a female athlete, you love being celebrated. You know, it's when you do good, you love being celebrated when you do good, just to be specific. And you guys, actually, G Sport came and gave women that extra boost. You know, and you know when you hear news about another woman doing great or striving to do great, you get inspired as well, and you are like, oh my God, they are celebrated, and it is a platform where it celebrates people that are involved in women's football and women that are doing great. Not only women, also men that are involved in women's football, that are nurturing women and are making women leaders. And I think the impact is just, it created a whole, like a bigger platform for women in South Africa or in Africa, that are actually in Africa. Let me not say South Africa, in Africa. I am extremely blessed to be one of the women that were, you know, celebrated in the platform, and I am grateful. I'm forever grateful, and I'll forever be grateful. And I know that the youngsters are striving because of what they see and because of how women are celebrated by G Sport. Women footballers, women teams, you know. So it has played a huge role in giving women that extra boost of confidence.
Well, you give us an extra boost of confidence. Every time we tell a positive story in the G Sport newsroom, athletes like you who really champion the cause of women's sport makes us do what we do at the level that we do it. Andile Dlamini, our big interview this week. She's an exceptional leader with wonderful advice for young youth leaders in South African sport. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Keep on bringing the positive vibes and keep on supporting women. It makes a huge difference. I don't want to lie, and it gives us a bit of confidence, you know, of doing what we want to, of doing what we love doing. And I appreciate this, and I appreciate the time that you've given me and the invite. Thank you.
We are looking forward to supporting Banyana as they take part in the AFCON tournament. All the best, ladies. And a quick question, why do you support and follow G Sport? Well, we caught up with SA open water swimmer Robin Kinghorn on why she backs the G Sport initiative.
Hi everyone, I'm Robin Kinghorn, a South African open water swimmer. I follow G Sport as it encourages, supports and celebrates sportswomen in South Africa. I highly recommend that you subscribe to their newsletter and follow them on all their socials so you too can keep up with the amazing achievements of our sportswomen in South Africa.
Thank you so much, Robin. It's always wonderful to hear how much impact the G Sport initiative has on women's sport in the country. So looking forward to this week's G Sport newsletter. We have the leadership edition coming out on Wednesday. Be sure to check it out. And on Thursday, our Twitter space at 7 p.m. And don't forget, every Monday to join us for our G Sport Live session. It has been a pleasure being with you. For all the latest news, please do go to gsport.co.za and at gsport for girls across social media. It has been a pleasure being with you. Please do enjoy the rest of your evening.